welcome back to another Trainer Talk Tuesday. Trainer Talk Tuesdays is a segment that I have here on YouTube where I submit a question for all of my followers on Instagram and Facebook and ask them what it is that they would like to know, either fitness, nutrition, transformation, or just a general question. And they either DM or post the message on my social media sites, and then I answer them. So let's see what we have today. The first question I have is from Microwavered on Instagram, and the question was, what do you do about working out at night? I prefer to work out in the morning just because I know I won't have an excuse not to get it done because at night I may be a little bit tired. But for probably the past month, I have been doing some evening workouts. The what I can give you on that is try and schedule it so that you're not there at the peak time, which is usually 5:30, 5 o'clock to about 7. That's when most people are getting off work. Everybody's trying to get a piece of equipment, whether it's weights, cardio, treadmill. It's just a lot of people there. Some people like that energy and they're okay with it. But if you have a set workout and you know you need a bench at that time and they may be all taken, you might want to plan it a little bit later. I usually find that around 7 o'clock the gym starts to clear out. So you can get a pretty good workout in then. And some people worry about not being able to sleep after having all that energy of working out. For me, it does not do that. And I don't take a pre-workout at night if I'm going to work out. I will just take my BCAAs and sip that for energy if I'm a little bit tired. Maybe even a shot of coffee, not too much because it is caffeine and it may keep you up. But you want to make sure that you go there with a plan, and you won't be tired during the workout. For me, it actually makes me sleep better when I work out at night. I can't wait. I almost want to float directly to my bed after a good workout at night. But I don't want you to have the excuse of I can't work out in the morning or in the afternoon. So all I have is at night. Make sure if you commit to working out at night, you don't have any excuses. You don't let anything get in the way. You set that time as a time for yourself and get it done. That's the only thing with working out at night. You have to commit to being there no matter what may come up during the day. Thank you for that question. Next up, I have, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right, is at Altrey on Instagram. And the question there was, how do you get your food all in when you're on a competition prep? At the beginning, that can be a little bit difficult because you are trying to get all your meals in, get your workouts in, and sometimes you're just not hungry. But you need the nutrition and the macros in to get the kind of growth that you want with muscle or to retain muscle and be able to work out. So, initially, it is tough, but get your timing right so that you space your meals out. What I like to do is I do my fasted cardio in the morning. And by the time I leave the gym, I start eating. And then every 2 to 3 hours after that, I'm eating a meal. So it literally takes me through my day. And I'm not too full. And usually by the time it's timed up for my next meal, then I'm hungry. So just make sure your timing is right. Don't save all your meals for the end of the day. Just make sure you have 2 to 3 hours. And you had a funny question about blending the meat and the veggies all together. No, I haven't tried that, but I have tried, like I do green smoothies every once in a while to get my veggies and fruit in if I'm not getting all my greens in. So, no veggies and meat. Let me know if you tried though. My next question is from Brandon Ranker. And his question was, what's my favorite protein-packed breakfast? And my favorite breakfast, even though I'm not allowed to have it, is, I can have it, but just occasionally. I love regular bacon. I know, I'm sorry. I just love regular bacon, the smell of regular bacon, the taste of it. I don't like turkey bacon. I'll eat it. It's usually on my plan, so I eat it. It's just so salty and it tastes processed to me. But usually bacon, Eggs, 2 to 3 eggs. And if it's really a time when I'm not on like competition prep, then I'll also have some protein pancakes. So one day I will make that recipe for you guys where you can make protein pancakes too. But yeah, that's my favorite protein packed breakfast. And if I don't have time to make that, then I will also do just a protein shake and have my almond milk and my protein powder, and I'm out the door. My last question I have, who's actually someone I know, asked me about what to do if you really like peanut butter and your wife doesn't want you to have it because it's packed with so much protein, right? And the answer to that is no, it is actually not packed with plenty of protein. There is some protein in it, but peanut butter is mostly a fat source. So if you're going to have it, you need to measure it out. With that, about that interruption, my daughter was just arriving home from school, so I had to answer the door. But we're speaking about peanut butter. Yes, it's a fat source. It is good. We all love it, especially if you are cutting your sugar and that's all you get for sweetness. It is absolutely like dessert for me. Um, but you want to make sure that you are measuring it out because there's a lot of calories, a lot of fat in a serving of protein. So if you're just eating out the jar, it can add up quickly. So I'm sure your wife is a smart person, Mr. Christian. So make sure you listen to her and don't eat peanut butter out of the jar. Thank you. I have one other question. It's from one of my clients, and that was about cheat meals. Do I have them, and what happens if you have a cheat meal? I like to say if you're living a lifestyle where you eat clean on a regular basis and you're eating things in moderation, then it is okay to have a cheat meal. You don't want to turn into a cheat weekend or a cheat week. I mean, the occasional time you're on vacation, sometimes it happens. But a cheat meal, as long as you are not binging and stuffing yourself beyond capacity, is perfectly okay. And it's also fine if you are mindful throughout the day, knowing that you might have an event or that you're going out socially and you're going to have a cheat meal. You want to make sure you plan for that during the day so you're not eating all your calories, carbs, and fat during the day. And then you have this high packed carb fat meal at night. So just be mindful of when that's going to happen. And yes, a cheat meal can be okay. I actually have a summer ready slim down challenge that's going on right now, and it's for people to get started who are trying to eat clean, want to lose some weight, and they want to be able to have something in moderation. So there is a cheat meal on that challenge because it is, as I said before, a beginning on eating right. And sometimes doing everything, just cutting it out, zero, having it not at all, it can really make you crave it more. So the more that you have a cheat meal and you see that it affects your, sorry about that, my phone is going off. If you see how it affects your scale and your measurements, then you want to have it less. But for now, if you're starting out, and even if you're going on vacation, it's perfectly okay. But if you're working with a coach, don't listen to me. I don't want you to be on your bikini prep and say that Kanika, the 2 Fit Diva, said I could have a cheat meal. Don't do it. So listen to your coach. But otherwise, if you're eating in moderation, go ahead, have a cheat meal, just not a whole cheat week. All right? So those were my questions for the day. If you have any other questions, please post them down below in the comment section, or feel free to hit me up on Instagram at 2FitDiva, as well as on Facebook, either at Kanika Christian or on my 2Fit Diva fitness page. I am on Twitter and on Snapchat, so you can snap me a question and maybe I'll include that video next time. So I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Oh, and I will have a video coming out with my transformation story, as well as one, because the question I get almost every week, and I got a few this week, was about my abs and how do you get your abs to be defined, or how do you lose your stomach. So I'll do a whole separate video that's coming up. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And I hope you have a great week. Thank you for watching. Bye.